Ben Curtis. I wanted to go ahead and tell you what I did for my internship for fall of 2018. I interned for Pragmatic Works. In the next couple slides, I'll give you a little more information about the company itself. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the customers that Pragmatic Works has, some of the tasks that I was involved in, some of the projects I was involved in, and a couple examples of some reports. So let me go ahead and get started. So Pragmatic Works was founded by Brian Knight in 2008. Brian Knight is the guru. In the city of Jacksonville, Brian Knight is the guru when it comes to anything SQL Server. So Pragmatic Works is a partner of Microsoft, which is why all their products have to do with Microsoft applications. The benefit with that is they get a lot of free stuff from Microsoft because right now the services they offer are training and consulting with data analytics and business intelligence. They used to have a software side of it, developing software solutions for companies, but earlier in 2018 it was sold off to SentryOne. But not to worry, because people weren't laid off. They just work for SentryOne, so all is well. So let me go ahead and move on ahead and tell you a little more about their customers. So Landstar is a big customer, Stellar Group, Hilton Grand, Clay County Sheriff's Office. I was actually pretty involved with working with them. Some of the power ups, just a way so the non-techies, let's say a detective goes to a crime scene. It's a way to where with Microsoft Power Apps, which I'll get to in another slide, is a way to basically make it easy. It's meant to where you don't really have to be a techie to be able to get the app running, and it works really well in the Power Query. It's just a way to collect data for reports, collect data so you can automatically create visualizations. There's even an app where there's even a feature in it, in one of the apps, where you can take a picture of like a crime scene and it'll just tell you everything in the crime scene. So it really just makes the detectives' work a whole lot easier. But Pragmatic Works has done a lot of volunteer work for the Clay County Sheriff's Office, and I know they love it, and I know JSO is also very interested in getting some help from Pragmatic Works. So here are some of the internship tasks that I had. I created reports from data, which I'm going to get to that in the next slide. Refreshing data, which is also another very big part of organizing your data, because you do all that work to get all these data models together, you get all your information, and refreshing data is just as important as anything else. Like I said, a lot of that kind of goes along with building the business data models, getting into the schema, connecting all the relationships, analyzing data requirements with business. One very popular thing with businesses are every year there's an increasing number of people switching to Microsoft Azure. They want to use the cloud service. One of the major social media applications actually uses Azure. Instagram uses Azure because it's just much more cost effective because you only pay for what you actually use, and there's also a great load balancer, elastic pool, so you can kind of say, hey, I need more at this time, hey, I need less at this time. Now, a lot of this information that I'm giving out, I mostly got from shadowing a business intelligence consultant, which is another one of the major tasks that I had. Obviously, I gotta learn it from somebody. But once they got going, I was able to successfully create my own reports, and I will continue on and show you another project. Here are the power ups that I was talking about earlier. So power ups. This is a very difficult project that I had to do. I had to insert a stored procedure into the power up. You cannot put a stored procedure into a power up. Say it's connected to a SQL Server database. I had to take this stored procedure, create the stored procedure, put all this logic in it, and then I had to use another application, Microsoft Flow, And with Microsoft Flow, I'm able to connect it directly back to the Power Apps. As you can see in the diagram, you see how it all just kind of connects all together. So here are a couple of good examples that I've done for Power BI reports. Microsoft Power BI, just like Microsoft Azure, just like Microsoft Power Apps, just like Microsoft Flow, Power BI is getting more and more popular. So on the left report, you can see all the flags. So these are all flags that I was able to show from a custom visual in Power BI because I collect a lot of data from a lot of different countries, and it automatically brings back all these flags of all the countries that participated. Now on the right is more ad hoc. If you can see in the diagram box, you can actually type in a question for your data and automatically get back results. If you say, what is the average sale that I make? Or what is the highest salary that I'm paying out? Just about anything you can think of. That's all a part of business intelligence. And it's ad hoc. It's taking all the techie stuff out of it, making it to where just about anybody can go in there and be able to figure out what it's doing. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you enjoy the presentation, and that should explain what I've been doing at Pragmatic Works for my internship in the fall of 2018. Thank you.